What if everyone around you said your idea wouldn't work? What if they told you that there is no way you could make it happen? Would you back down or build it anyway?
Welcome to the She Means Business Master Society podcast, where we empower entrepreneurs to thrive in their journey. In each episode, we dive deep into the world of entrepreneurship. We've faced our fair share of challenges, and that's why we've created this space. Here, we will connect with incredible guests, key figures in their fields who have navigated the ups and downs of their entrepreneurial careers. Together, we will share our experiences, insights, and tools that can help you elevate your business to new heights. So, get ready to be inspired, motivated, and equipped with the knowledge you need to succeed. Let's jump into today's episode. Comenzamos.
Welcome to the She Means Business podcast. My name is Jacqueline Andrea. I am a photographer, a personal brand developer, and a creator of She Means Business. Our guest today is the co-founder and CEO of BRB Boba, a Las Vegas-based smart vending company. With 20 years in hospitality, she blends premium convenience with local flavor through tech-driven vending. She's a visionary leader, turning bold ideas into scalable, women-led success stories. Damas y caballeros, Nicole Lee. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I always think that I need an audience or something, yay!
Yeah.
I'm here having my very own party. But how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Well, first of all, we're neighbors, and I love that we are. So we live in the same neighborhood, and I love the fact that we get to connect because there is so much going on in your world, right?
Yes.
So, and I want to learn more about you. And first of all, let's introduce yourself to people that might not know you.
Sure. So my name is Nicole. I have been living in Chicago my whole life, actually. I just moved to Las Vegas about 5 years ago. And I've always worked in hospitality and restaurants. And when I came out here, I decided I wanted to try something new.
Chicago. So what moved you to Vegas?
Really, it was during the pandemic, so you know how it was.
That's right, 5 years.
Crazy, yes. Yes, and at that time, the job that I had, I was able to work from anywhere. And I'm an only child, and my parents moved out here to be closer to family. And what better way than to keep us all together than to move out and be out here with them. So I'm really happy I made the move, and it really opened up a lot of opportunities for what we're doing now.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about what that is because I think it's a very cool idea. But first, I would like to know more about, so you came to Vegas with a very young family.
Yes.
So you started working right away, or you just stay at home with the kids, which is a lot of work too.
Yeah, no, I was still working. So when I moved here from Chicago, I stayed with the same company and I was still working, but it was from home. But what I kind of noticed was, the job was very demanding. I had to travel a lot. They were requiring travel. So I just started to miss out on that time with my kids. So I was like, you know what? I've been doing this for so long. I feel like, it's time to just try something new. It was very scary, not gonna lie, like just trying something new, being on your own, like getting rid of that safety net of, a stable job, right? To create something on my own, but I'm so glad I did.
Absolutely. So you decided to start your own business right away, or you started with other projects? How did that happen?
Yeah, I think, I've been in restaurants, hospitality for my whole life, really. My dad has owned so many restaurants. So growing up, I grew up in that industry. But one thing that it is very demanding on time and very long hours. So I was thinking, how can I, Vegas is a 24-hour city.
Right.
Right? And a lot of great restaurants, a lot of great things to do out here. But one thing that I saw that was kind of lacking was specialty vending. So vending machines, as you know, 24 hours, they're everywhere. You see them like snack and sodas. But I was really looking to do something that supports local businesses and help grow that. So that's how I started BRB Vending.
So, and this is, tell us what is BRB Vending?
Sure. It actually just started off as a boba vending machine. So we partnered with Brew Tea Bar, which is a really well-known, beloved brand here in Vegas. And we, went into the partnership of that we would buy directly from them. We would land all the locations, and then that would help us grow our business, but also help them get into other really high traffic areas without actually having to open up a storefront. So as you may know, like opening a restaurant or a storefront is very expensive. Mm-hmm. So this is a way for them and our other partner, Freed's, to be able to expand their brand without having to open a brick and mortar, but to have a 24-hour format in our vending machines.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So you created partnerships in order to start these vending machines. But when was that moment that you're like, this is it? How did that happen?
I think, I'm funny like that. I feel like my creative energy comes out between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. That's usually when,
There's a schedule. There's
a schedule to that, the madness. So I think it was just one night. I was just kind of thinking of like things like who could we partner with, who would be interested in even trying something like this. We're the first of its kind here in Vegas.
Yeah.
So there are no other boba vending machines in Las Vegas. We are the only ones. So I wanted to do something that was just really different in a sense where like, there's boba everywhere, there's desserts everywhere, but who's really doing fresh product that's in a vending machine where people can like have it whenever, you know?
Yeah, it's like quick. And boba is such a popular product.
Yes.
Like all the kids, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you, like my children and adult children, but they love it. And and now you have it in the convenience of a vending machine. As you mentioned, it's a 24-hour situation. So, but how was it whenever you were like, okay, I'm going to start a vending machine, but nobody really knows what it is. And so how you start putting the idea out for people to believe in you?
Well, that was one of the things where I really had to adjust as I went. So, as quick story is I did share this idea with another female entrepreneur, and I wanted to get into the airport. I wanted to get into Harry Reid. And she basically was like, that's obviously a huge contract to get. And, it'd be really tough to get in. So kind of almost like, don't start from there. Mm-hmm. That's the high hope for in the future. Mm-hmm. But that really actually drove me to persevere. Like if I really want something, I will find a way. I will find out who to talk to, who can I get connected with. And actually, that was our first contract was with Harry Reid Airport.
Wow! Yeah. So you were like, so she told you basically don't do it because that is too big of a market or of a client, right? And you're like, okay. Yeah. But that didn't stop you.
That didn't stop me, no. And it was just one of those things where it's like I just went straight to the top, and then kind of worked my way down.
I love this. No, I'm not going to start little. I'm going
to
big.
Go straight to the top and see what I can do. I mean, no fear, right? The worst someone can say is no.
Right.
And there's going to be a lot of no's. There have been a lot of no's, but there's also yeses in there too. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, how do I continue to push myself even when there's adversity or when people don't really see the vision, but I see it, and I'm so grateful that I have partners like Freed's, like Brew Tea Bar that have such a well-known brand. I think they are really the ones that sell it.
Yeah. Right. But still, I feel that the fact that there was not really something you could show at the moment, right? Or you already have it, you already put it together. Yeah. So this is how I see it. Let me just adjust my seat because this is very interesting because that's exactly how I work. Like usually, when I have an idea and it is an original idea, I have nothing to show. Right. So this is basically what I do. Is like, you're going to have to trust me on this one, And that's exactly what you did too.
Yeah.
Where you come and say, okay, I have a really cool idea. Imagine a vending machine. But instead of Fritos or whatever it is, you're going to have boba and you're going to have things that are more interesting to the public that they are not easy to get. Yeah. But So did you do it that way? Like,
I
close
did.
your eyes.
Yes, I did. I was like, okay, how can I envision this? How can I tell a story, or how can I showcase this when I really have nothing to show? Like, there's no like, this was just an idea, you know? So I think first things first was getting BRB Bar on board of, this is new, you know, this is not something that's being done. Are you interested to partner? Because we love your product. And thank God for them, because they said yes, and they really helped open the doors for us, because when we presented it to the airport, you know, they were looking for something unique. Harry Reid, they're all about supporting local, and they're all about supporting small businesses, and that made me really happy that they were taking the time to like show us step by step. They even certified us for women-owned, minority-owned business.
That's amazing.
At the airport. So
Wow.
we were just learning along the way, and because of us being at Harry Reid with Boba, that's how one of the vice presidents over at the Rio was traveling, and then he saw it. And he was like, he reached out to me. He's like, hey, I saw your boba vending machine. Like, we'd love to have it on property. So it really opened up doors, and people took a leap of faith on us.
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Since it's like, you know, the proof of concept is now coming. We're about 6 months in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 6 months is a very short time.
Very short time.
And now you can see what is happening, although how it's moving and where it's going to, the projection. So okay, so for people that never seen it before, including myself, because I haven't seen them in person. I've seen photos, I saw the concept and everything, which is magnificent. Please.
I'm gonna bring you.
We're gonna have a date, but it's vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So explain to us how the system works.
Sure. So the machine itself, it's like a high-tech machine. So it's not like your typical, like you go to a vending machine, you put in some coins or dollar bills, no. So this is a touchscreen machine. So it's like a 22-inch touchscreen machine, and it's cashless. So we don't ever touch money. We don't have to worry about that. And it's very interactive. So if you look at the screen, you'll see the menu there, the pricing, even a video of like how the drinks are made. So visually, we wanted to make something that was very beautiful and that also represents the brand that we are partnered with.
And so 2025, right? Because the fact that you made it so technological and touchscreen and then all that fun stuff. And who decides on the flavors?
So we work directly with our partners. So with BRB Bar, we ask them, what are your top 5 best sellers? Like, we only want best sellers. We don't want stuff that's not going to sell. We want like what people are getting all the time.
You don't want like a new product. You want something that people already recognize.
They recognize it. They love it. So that's how we were able to, choose the menu. Same thing with Freed's. Okay. Like they know their business, right? Mm-hmm. Freed's has been around for like 60 years. I mean, they're iconic here in Vegas. And they have multiple stores. So they know what their people like. So we went ahead with that, and we adjust with them. We create together to build packaging that fits the machine. But it's really easy. You go up to the machine, you see what you want, you choose it, and then an elevator comes up to grab it. Literally. So it's not like falling from the 5th floor. Yeah, it's not.
Otherwise you're going to be like, parade.
No, that would be so sad. No, the elevator comes up, it grabs the product, it brings it down, it unlocks. So it's a very safe and like tech-forward machine. And part of getting a machine that offers perishable products is getting it certified. NAMA certified, NAMA. So that's kind of like an NSF, like food grade certification to make sure the safety of it, because these are perishable products, they're cold products.
So it's kind of like a restaurant quality.
Oh yeah,
they
restaurant quality,
that.
Yes. And we maintain like the freshness, the hygiene, the cleaning, sanitation. Like I said, I came from restaurants.
Right. Yeah,
so like,
I
know, and I'm crazy about that kind of stuff. So being able to transfer that over with our machine and do it the right way makes it special.
And that was going to be my next question, because you're coming from the hospitality, right? And then you're like, okay, this is it's related, definitely related. So what were the tools that you took from hospitality and applied to your new business?
I love that question. I would say just the experience, the user experience, making it very easy for people. It's vending, so you want to get in and out. So stuff that it's like in fast-paced environment, let's say at the airport, right? Like you got to get on a flight, you got to go.
Yeah.
Like you want something quick, you want something
perfect
delicious.
for the airport.
You want it to go and you want it to make sure it's good. So quality control, like huge, right? Making sure that we're following all the freshness standards with our partners.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. And then also like food safety. That's huge. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that taking from hospitality, and then also like how can we simplify our process? So in the beginning, it was a lot of learning of what sells, what are we selling through, what do we have to throw away, because we have to, sometimes their product, if it for whatever reason doesn't sell, we have to discard them again to keep the integrity of the freshness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want to go over this because I feel that every single company or business that we start, there is always that learning curve, right? And it's usually in the first few years wherever you're learning. So let me make a quick pause here, Nicole.
Okay.
We will be back. All right, we are so back in the She Means Business podcast. I am here with my friend Nicole Lee. She is the co-founder and CEO of BRB Boba. BRB, let's take it from there. BRB is like be right back.
Be right back. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And so how did you decide on that name?
Well, if you like go to a vending machine, let's say you're at work and you go to the vending machine, you're like, okay, BRB.
BRB.
Yeah, BRB. I'm
love
gonna go
it.
get something. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So did you have other names lined up, and that one is the one that really stayed?
It kind of just, it stuck, I think BRB, like be right back, is just something so universal. And then for something quick on the go, that's how we kind of decided.
I love the concept. I love the concept. Okay, so we're going to go back into the learning curve of having a business, right? Because your BRB is such a baby product, but there is also the trial and errors. You were just saying that there is also, like we have to throw away some products because they didn't sell. So that's part of the learning. So what has been the most tough lesson so far?
I would say the tough lesson is when we have to throw stuff away. So really understanding just the flow of business, because at the airport, we have to know like what's happening in town. Are people traveling here for certain things? I mean, a great example would be spring break, right? Like we had just started at the end of February, and then spring break came, and it was like, we were stocking the machine every single day.
Wow.
We could not keep drinks on the shelf.
Oh my God.
It was wild.
Wonderful.
It was wonderful, but we were like, well, it was kind of, hold on. Yeah. So that was like a learning curve of like understanding the flow and really like learning what's happening in the city. So that really like pushed us to make sure we're on top of like what's going on. And then I would say continuing to work with our partners on just the standard and freshness. And, we can, we're stocking right now 2 times a week.
Wow.
So it really is,
good.
it is fresh. Like this stuff is not just sitting in there for like who knows how long. And so far people have loved it. I mean, we've gotten so many people like doing reviews or taking pictures or like posting on Instagram. So it's really beautiful to see, like, especially at the airport when people are traveling, they're grabbing a boba and then they're going back to North Carolina or wherever, right? And then they show it like in their house, like in a different state, a different city, and just like, how awesome is that?
Right. How does that feel?
That feels amazing.
You're like, that's my baby.
Yeah, I mean, and it's great. I mean, it also goes to show like how many people love Brew Tea Bar too. So it's such a support. Like, I just knew I wanted to do something that was a win-win. Win for us, win for our partners, and win for the host.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
so the host
absolutely.
is Harry Reid. The host is the Rio.
Right.
So all three of us, we all need to win. in
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And so just educate me on this because so your partnership with these two companies, are they interstate or are they all local Vegas?
Local Vegas.
Local Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we wanted to do local Vegas brands,
Oh.
premium brands. Like let's say for instance, Brew Tea Bar, like they get their matcha from Japan. Like their tea leaves come from Taiwan. The process of how they create their tea, like you can taste the difference because they put so much love into making their products that like that's why people love them. And that's why we wanted to partner with them. So
Absolutely. And just for so we can give some tools of people that are listening, we're all about, entrepreneurship and how to do things. So you talk about partnership with these huge companies, right? But how do one get into that door? Because as you said, well, obviously Harry Reid, you already talk about how impossible it sounded, but you did it. But how do you start? Where do you start?
first starts from the mindset. So really going into business, having the mindset of doing whatever it takes to make it work. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. I just didn't have a fear of failure. And I know that's one thing that holds a lot of people back is like, oh, if I start this, I might fail. But it's like, you never know until you try.
You never know until you know.
Exactly.
Suffer
love
foul.
that. I love that saying. You never know until you know, right? So having a clear vision, business plan, partnerships, people, mentors that will come in and support, your vision. I have amazing friends. I could cry about it just thinking about it, but just amazing friends who will, push you during those times where it's hard.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever there's so many no's and you're like, okay, I give up. Did it happen to you several times?
Not necessarily give up, but I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what other way, right? What other way can I do this? And it's like, how can I leverage my relationships, their relationships to really make this happen? Because it's something that is unique. And I think it's something that can bring joy when people see it.
That's right. And you talk about, the people that your connections. So can we say that was also something that opened the doors to these big partnerships?
No.
No?
Not at all. I didn't
Okay.
know anyone. I didn't know Harry. I didn't know anyone at Harry Reid. I didn't know
wow.
anyone at Brew
So,
Tea
but
Bar.
how? You just tell me because I am so curious about this because,
Yeah.
as you said, people don't know until they know, right?
Yeah.
So you have to knock a door.
Oh, yeah.
But which one?
Yeah.
So how do you know which door to knock?
Yeah. So when we were looking at partners, like boba tea partners, we just picked top 3. So we picked who are our top 3 people we'd love to partner with, right? And Brew Tea was first. So the fact that they were on board, we're like, great, this is perfect, you
Right.
know? With Harry Reid, it was a little bit of juggling, but everyone at Harry Reid was very responsive.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's the biggest thing. I feel a little bit spoiled that they were so responsive because that's not always the case, especially with huge companies. And Harry Reid is they're busy. They got a lot of stuff going on. So the fact that people were responding, it took a little while, of course, because it's a very highly regulated environment.
Right,
So
yeah.
a lot of things that we had to go through with badging, security, just the process of doing business at the airport was a huge learning curve. But it's you got to be ready for the ride.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
took it.
And we took it. We were we're getting on this bus and we're going all the way.
Right, and you are the
Yeah.
co-founder of,
Yes.
of BRB. So who is your other co?
Her name is Brianna Lee.
Okay, Brianna Lee.
She is actually my cousin.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Nicole Lee, Brianna Lee. Okay, stays in the family.
Yeah, stays in the family. So our fathers are brothers.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And so she just has a great operational mindset. She actually comes from gaming and hospitality.
Oh my God, how
Yeah.
perfect is that?
So
What a
we
great
kind of
combo.
combined, my food and beverage with her gaming and hospitality, and just having a partnership where it can be we make up for each other's.
And compliment each other.
Yeah,
You
compliment
finish
each
each
other.
other's sandwiches.
Yeah,
Have you seen that movie?
Oh my gosh, no, but that's so funny.
So no, but it's true. It's like whenever you have two people that are so different,
So
right?
different.
Two different backgrounds, that there is where the magic happens.
That is.
So
Absolutely.
how many people do you have in your team?
Me, her, we have 2 drivers with us, and then our partners. So we keep it pretty lean for right now. We have 4 machines, but we have another 4 coming, and we're going to continue to grow. So the
In
team
6
is going to
months,
grow.
Nicole. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, give yourself a pat on the back. I mean, it's pretty fast how it's
fast.
going.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
fast.
it's wonderful. Did you envision it that way, or it's going faster than you thought?
I did. I knew I wanted
it.
to, kind of be on the fast track. And these machines, historically, right, like regular vending machines probably make about, let's say, 300 a month, right? Just I'm talking just snacks, sodas, your typical vending machines. For us, it was incredible. I mean, we literally just hit 100K in sales, which is within 6 months with 4 machines. It's
Standing ovation, even if the camera gets... That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my God.
I mean, the potential really is there.
Wow.
It really is there, and we will continue to grow it as long as we can, right?
Awesome.
And really just focusing on Las Vegas, which is now our
Right.
hometown,
Right, yeah.
and really supporting local businesses here in Vegas. So we are, open to potentially new partnerships. And since we've started, it's been great. Like I have been getting business owners like, hey, how do you do this? So it's great. Like if people are inspired by our story or they see value in what we're doing and they ask about it, like we're always happy to share. There's no like gatekeeping. Like we're happy to, share the knowledge and see where we can go from there.
That's amazing. So we can say that you are inspiring others to just think outside the box. It's literally what you did. You thought outside the box, you saw a need, and put in practice everything you know.
Yes.
Right? So how can you tell people, like, what would you expect people to be inspired in your story?
Well,
women. Yes.
Women, right? Just the perseverance, just to persevere, like being passionate about something, persevering through the times that get really tough, having a really great support system, huge. I don't think I could have gotten to where I've gotten to without the support of people backing me.
Right. You have your family.
Family, friends. Yeah. Like other associates, our partners. And that's really what keeps us going, is that
just keep your surroundings tight whenever you're planning on something, on working in such a beautiful project.
Yeah.
How many times did you adjusted your business plan? Did you adjust it several times?
We adjusted it a few times. Yeah. So when we started with Boba at the Rio, the people at the Rio, when was the last time you've been to the Rio?
I was in a convention at the beginning of the year, so it's been a few months.
Okay. So you've seen, like, they're doing some stuff at the Rio, like a lot of renovation.
Yes.
A lot of great restaurants coming in. We'll go.
Yeah,
we'll
let's go.
Boba and we'll go. I'll take you. And just the fact that they have, their mindset is like they're very open to trying new things. So when we came in with Boba, they kind of asked her like, oh, do you know anyone at Freed's? I'm like, I can. I will.
Give me 2 days.
Give me a day. I left that meeting and I went right to Freed's. And I just was like, can I speak to the owner?
So it was inspiring them that you looked for that opportunity, that connection.
I looked for that opportunity. And I'm so glad I did, because the people at Freed's, amazing.
Wow.
I mean, what they do there, when you see just how they operate, it's such a well-oiled machine. Like they just know how to operate. They know how to deliver quality and consistent products. Their products are so consistent. So that really aligned with our vision of just having premium local brands. And I'm like, this is great.
This is it.
So that's how that kind of grew in from BRB Boba to BRB Vending.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you started with only boba, and then you're like, no, we need to expand to
Yeah.
vending because you're doing a lot more than that. And there is
Exactly.
one amendment to your business plan, right?
Exactly.
That is
Yes,
one, and
exactly.
that is usually how it works because I feel that a lot of people they expect to have everything perfect from the beginning or to know everything from the beginning, and it's usually not like that.
at
It's
all.
literally just go for it. And then you will learn on the go. Of course, you want to maintain, but you already have it. You already have the knowledge. You already have that past that you just literally applied towards this baby, and it's just a matter of making it happen. And you are, and you are. But you were like, you put your eyes on a target, and you're like, Harry Reid. We're going to Harry Reid, and you did it.
Yeah.
And then you targeted, and I love that of you because you're a visionary. You really can say, okay, this is how it's gonna be, and make it even bigger than that probably that you expected, as you just said. Gosh, what a beautiful month! 6 months, and you're like, poof. All the way up. That's amazing. And how do you balance work and babies? Because you have young kids.
Yeah. I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. So it's great because now they're kind of at the age they want to get involved. And so it's so nice. Like when we go to the Rio, I'll visit the machines because I want to, quality control, check them out, make sure everything's running smoothly. And they come and they love it. And my son,
they go to work with mommy.
They get to come to the Rio, so we make like a whole thing out of it. We go to the Rio, we check on the machines, and then they have an arcade there, so we go hang out and do the arcade. So I'm like, this is great.
That is literally life balance right there. Because yes, you're working, but you have your kids, and you make it into such a beautiful experience for them to understand that you can have fun while working. You can combine family and all this, right? That is very important for us as women because we try to balance everything, right? And where do you see yourself? Where do you see BRB in, let's say, 2 years, 3 years from now?
I mean, continuing to expand. So for locations, we definitely want to focus on the Las Vegas area, but we have gotten people from other states wanting to host machines. Awesome. So hopefully we can create more partnerships with locals. So that's going to continue to be the mission, is really, let's say we're in Chicago, we partner with a local shop in Chicago, and then we have someone running it over there. And then that's how we can continue to grow, but maintain that integrity of community, because that's huge. Supporting the community and, making money along the way.
Absolutely. And how do you support the community through your vending machines?
Well, first it's basically, we're going to start, this is down the line, but want to start a nonprofit arm.
It's going to happen. You're already putting it out there, so it's going to happen.
In the future. So nonprofit arm to basically help support young entrepreneurs to be able to want to start a business, right?
Oh, that's wonderful.
And to go into business for themselves. So which is why I love being here with you, because this is like all about, what you also align with. Entrepreneurship, youth, and just guiding, leading the way of like, hey, you can do it. You put your mind to something. Only you can stop you.
I love it. Only you can stop you.
Yes.
I like that. I'm gonna put it there because it's so true. You're the only person that can say I'm not gonna do it because I'm scared, or I'm gonna do it, scare and all. But here I go.
Yes.
And I love that, Nicole. I love that we got to connect. I love that. I know that I would love to invite you, let's say, a few months from now, because I know you're going to be exploding, probably Chicago, New York. I don't know, those big markets, you know. I see it. I think that that you have the power and you are empowered. And I love that. How can people find you?
Sure. So basically on our website, it's brbvending.com. And then also our Instagram, we are always on there, at BRB Vending.
And just to remind people about your locations, what are the locations that you have right now with the vending machines?
So we have 2 locations. One is at Harry Reid Airport. So if you're in the B Gates.
I am so going when I'm traveling.
Yes, B Gates, right by the PGA Golf Grill. It's like right there.
Okay.
We're actually installing one at D Gates. next week. So that'll be on the way.
That is part of the 4 that are coming.
Yes.
Nice.
And then E-Gates by E3, we're there. And then at the Rio, we're right by the Canteen Food Hall. So
Okay, that's awesome.
very easy to find the Rio one. So
very easy.
And you don't need a ticket. You don't need to fly out anywhere.
Or just find an excuse so you can travel.
Exactly. Find an excuse.
There
to
you
travel.
go, so you can find it. So next time I am at the Rio, I'm gonna take a photo with the vending machine and send it to you because I think it's wonderful, and I love that we got to connect, learn more about you, and I would love to hear your whole entire story because this is what I am all about, and getting to learn the stories of people because there's a reason why you are the way you are. I don't think somebody is just born that way. There's several things that happen throughout their life that makes them be them.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful. So I want to officially invite you back to do that, and also to make sure that we see what's going on with BRB and the growth. I really hope that I know that everything is going to just explode for you, and I wish you the best, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And anything else you would like to add?
No, it was great to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to seeing you, bringing you even to the Rio.
Oh my gosh, no, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
It's on.
It's on.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone watching. Thank you for tuning in every week. And we'll see you in the next episode of the She Means Business podcast. Hasta pronto.